Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. I hope you guys are ready for a show because there's not gonna be much.
We
of
got one. Oh,
What the fuck?
I have
what
like
kind of way? Of
I have like
introducing-
7 things, and then we can go into Q&A.
So this is a top seven. Top seven.
Yeah,
things
top
that
top
happened this
7 stories of the last 2 weeks, I guess.
week? Okay.
But yeah, here with me tonight I have Saber Spark. Yeah.
Hi.
I also have Hirasashi,
Suck us.
and I have Tommy Oliver.
Hello, welcome to the POS podcast. Today we're going to be talking about 7 things that I don't know about. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I know one of them. It's pretty obvious,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Which one do you think it is?
Oscars.
Can I just say it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit, but before we do, I do want to talk about the Oscars a little bit. But for Q&A, I missed a super chat last time, so Deli18, who's in the chat, who's been really good about reminding me about stuff. I'll answer the super chat that we missed last time because apparently the person didn't put it in with the text that was supposed to go with it. So I'll answer that when we get to Q&A. So if you want to do Q&A, our Twitter handles are right here, and you can ask us on Twitter, or you can use a super chat. So I guess we'll just get into it with the first thing just being the Oscars.
I can't hear get into it anymore without thinking about that man. So let's
What,
just get
Philip
into it.
Franco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how Keemstar got rejected from VidCon as his media pass?
Really?
Which made let's get right into the news, and how he's like, name one other YouTube channel besides Philip DeFranco who covers the media and is of my size. And I was reading the replies, and people were like, "There's a picture of him going to the gym, like that. I guess someone got a hold of, or that he posted, and folks just keep like photoshopping it, making him look like a small gnome or like a And I guess the idea is that whenever you make a Photoshop of him, he will block you. So we were like, "Did he block you? Yeah, he blocked me. Yeah."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But though he made a good point. He's like, VidCon's a joke. And I'm like, there was a shit show last year, so you're onto something.
Yeah, I mean, VidCon is kind of a joke, but
Yeah.
much like YouTube, it's like the only big convention for YouTube there is.
Yeah.
So
And yet you like us.
That
disgusting.
was so dumb.
Can we talk about that later?
Yeah,
We should.
let's do that. We'll do that after we talk about the main stuff.
I'm still listening. I'm going to put Liam in the couch. I'm still listening, though.
All right. So the Oscars happened last night.
Are we ever going to have a podcast where Saber just stays put the entire
I don't
show?
know.
Has it
No.
ever
We'll have to
happened
chain him
once?
down.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of kinky.
Saber in chains.
That's
one of my
Patreon rewards.
Saber in chains, and then we'll have a sequel. It'll be Saber Unchained.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, it was
You guys, we're fine.
Oh.
We're good.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, stay with Spartan.
Upgrade!
That's hurtful.
Saber cleaned himself up really well in that 14 seconds. I'm pretty impressed.
It's technology these days.
I
you know.
guess so. You just had just the lighting a little bit. It just does wonders.
I just hit the Instagram filter on
Oh
the
shit.
camera there, and here's my kitty.
Oh, Daddy!
Ooh,
That's a fluffy kitty.
and she actually wants to go down. Okay, go back and do your thing.
Thanks.
That reminds me of my cat Salem. He
Just
was
so
like,
everybody knows that 1 minute was more entertaining than the entirety of the Oscars.
yeah, like this morning, my cat Salem, he was sitting in his little cat bed, and then I looked at him, and he just looked at me and then meowed, and then he went back to sleep. It was adorable. So yeah, the 90th Oscars. So we're 10 years away from the 100th one, I guess.
Ugh.
Yeah. So there's a few things that happened. First of all, Jordan Peele got an Oscar for the best screenplay for Get Out, which is really good. I wanted it to win.
Get out of here. Did he really? No way.
I wanted it to win Best Picture, but that went to Shape of Water.
Mhm.
Which I was told that like that was kind of surprising. I don't
Yeah,
think
it was kind of surprising. I was like, really? Okay.
I didn't
Um,
think.
Why? Okay. Why is that surprising? Like we've learned over the last year that Hollywood is full of a bunch of sexual degenerates. So why would a fish man fucking a woman not win Best Picture? That's totally right up their alley. Like,
wow.
come on. Hero immediately leaves. Like, nope.
I don't know. I think what I saw tweets going around saying like if Get Out doesn't win, then the Oscars are racist. But then like Del Toro's Hispanic, so it's
Yeah.
like checkmate. But
But you know, like
real talk,
black
though.
people are higher on the progressive stack than Hispanics, so like
I-
it's still a little racist.
I love Del Toro's speech. How he's like this, proves that like he's I never thought I'd get here. Which everybody says that, but like it was a nice speech. And there's a Twitter I kind of follow that was saying like since Del Toro won, this might actually push where like Hollywood might be accepting of him doing like an HP Lovecraftian like movie. Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
really cool. I mean, like he's already doing the thing with Kojima with Death Stranding, and that looks incredibly weird.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, this might give him like Hollywood be like, wow, he's an Oscar winner. He won Best Film last year. Yeah, greenlight him.
Yeah.
And give him back Pacific Rim, and don't give it to the guys who are in charge of Transformers, whatever.
Yeah, that movie. I'm so sad.
Yeah, me too.
I'm very sad. I don't know. That'd be interesting to have him do an actual like Lovecraft adaptation. Like,
Is there even one like a movie about like Lovecraft that's been done right? I don't even know if
I don't
there's
know.
one like
there was an interesting adaptation of Call of Cthulhu that was done by like the Lovecraft Institute, and it was done in the style of like an early 1900s like silent film. So
Really?
it was like, but it was pretty cool. It was like 40 minutes, and it was really well done. But I don't know what story they would do to add, because like Lovecraft does short stories, like that's most of his stuff. They're all kind of like novellas and short tales, and none of them would really. You'd have to fluff up it to make it a feature length.
Well, I mean,
be
The
interesting.
Hobbit to be 3 movies, so
If anybody could fucking do it, it would be Hollywood. So
yeah. Is there money involved? Okay, we can do it.
Mhm.
I like Del Toro. I think he. I mean, wasn't there like a trans woman who also got like a nomination for something? I was reading about that this morning. That this is a pretty big like Oscars as far as like different people of backgrounds winning awards and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
And Roger Deakins actually got an award. Who's a cinematographer. He's like really, really good. Because he's done like a lot of great films. Like he did the cinematography for like stuff like Shawshank Redemption, and a bunch of other films. And
I read that they forgot to include Adam West on the like.
oh, on the memoriam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow, yeah, they did. I
It's
didn't
like-
see him.
How can you guys forget Adam West?
Yeah.
There was also that there was a gay guy for when Pixar won Coco for animated feature, they all went up. I don't know his name specifically, but he was like, I just want to give like shout outs to my husband. I was like, oh, okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Hmm.
Lots
No,
of
yeah.
different backgrounds of people, yeah.
So yeah, Coco won Best Animated Feature, which everybody predicted that because Disney Pixar always wins.
Yeah.
And everything else is not that great other than Loving Vincent.
Yeah, and I actually just watched The Breadwinner last night. It's really good.
You know what? Yeah, Netflix
Yeah.
has got a bunch of new things added onto it. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of
have
the
you
like
seen
indie animated films on there right now.
well, I watched My Life as a Zucchini.
Yeah, that came out in 2016, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a bit
Yeah.
behind, but it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And let's see. Oh yeah, another thing. Blade Runner 2049 won for best visual effects, which was really cool because they actually did a lot of practical effects in Blade Runner 2049 with like the bigatures with the buildings and everything in the film, which that was really cool. But a lot of people were upset because it was going against War for the Planet of the Apes, and people really wanted that to win. Because the Planet of the Apes, the new Planet of the Apes trilogy has like incredible effects in it, and this was their last chance to do it for that trilogy, and they didn't get it. So
It's a
people
bummer.
are like, "Oh,
None of them
No.
won, really. None of those
Yeah.
movies ever
Nope.
got an Oscar or anything.
I don't think so."
Lamau.
Yeah, and then for best, oh yeah, another upset was best sound editing and best sound mixing went to Dunkirk when people were like that really should have went to Baby Driver because Baby Driver has some excellent sound design in it. So I'm trying to think of anything else that happened.
Why do people still care about the Oscars if everyone's been mad at Hollywood for the last like 12 months?
Yeah, it's just rich people celebrating rich people, pretty much.
That really is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, hasn't everyone been like pissed off at Hollywood and the Harvey Weinsteins and all that shit? But like, everyone's still tuned in anyway. So it's like, like the best way to shove it up these people's asses is just ignore them because they're all about ego. So we're just like, oh, nobody's watching our award show. Shit.
Yeah, this was
no,
actually the lowest viewed Oscars like on record, I think.
good.
So
It should continue to decline. I hope the 99th one's the last one so they don't get to those triple digits. Make me feel happy.
or it was like the lowest viewed one in like years or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to some movies. Speaking of the Oscars, I guess. One that actually me and Saber actually saw. Annihilation, which is a sci-fi movie that came out last weekend.
Yeah.
I almost saw it on Sunday, but then I didn't.
Yeah. So I liked it. My dad hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. I know that Black Griffin was talking about it during POS Podcast and
Semi-perfect.
whatever.
This is POS.
That's right. No, I was gonna say like what caught my attention about that trailer was the like little sound clip where it's like
yeah.
and Gabe said it was like a reverse tuba or something like that. And I was like, that has an alien sound to it. I'm like, that alone caught my attention.
Yeah.
Saw the movie with my girlfriend, and we both liked it. I liked the undead bear creature. That was a really cool design. It was freaky.
I have no idea what the movie's about. All I know is that I listen to Spotify all the time, and Spotify constantly has an ad for it where it's just like, it's not destroying things, it's building something new.
Does it have
Stop
the
raving about Annihilation, an instant classic? And it's like, I guess it's an instant classic. I should probably go see it.
It's from the same director of Ex Machina, which is a movie I really like actually. And this is actually based on a book series. There's like 3 books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is based on the first book, which is called Annihilation. So it's very different kind of sci-fi movie.
I heard.
Nice.
I heard that that the movie wasn't released in theaters internationally, and they got rights, like Netflix got the rights for it, so nobody outside the US got to see it.
Like I saw that like it's coming to Netflix like very soon. I was like, really, that soon after it's in theaters?
Yeah, I guess like the movie fucking tanked here in the States.
Yeah.
Because like I guess it was too intelligent for normal people, and like the studio wanted the director to like rewrite the entire ending to make it dumb so people would like connect with it better, and he was like, yo, fuck you, buddy. And they're like, well, it's not going to theaters overseas then.
Netflix is just changing the game because I think they had their most successful like numbers ever recently. It was like 170. No, it can't be billion. That's too much. No.
170 what?
170 trillion dollars.
No, all I know is that they're killing it. Like despite all the money they throw, like it's they greenlit so much. They have so much different types of content, but they're going through a phase right now where they have to do this because all the other shows are going to Hulu or other streaming sites. So they have to make their own content and see what works. And they're taking a shotgun approach to it. And I guess despite most of these shows failing, enough of them succeed to be like Stranger Things or whatever and bring in more people to watch. I don't know.
Yeah.
I prefer watching things on Netflix and going to the movies because then I have to like get up and I have to go somewhere and I have to deal with other human beings. And then if I want a drink, it costs like $7.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
There is like that thing, like I forgot who mentioned it about where it might have been on Red Letter Media or something where they were talking about how eventually it's going to be to the point where you can like buy a new movie and watch it on your like home theater system or whatever. And there's actually a site where if you have a home theater system that is like good enough, I guess, you can actually watch movies like as they come out.
If you like get like a super high-end home theater system licensed by like the
and
MPAA
you're basically like considered a theater at that point. Yeah,
that's fucking dope. That's some rich privilege right there.
I know.
Hirosashi, let me know how that is.
I did buy a surround sound system.
Yeah, but what you have is it really? It's not like no. I'm talking about like a big like room with like really good lighting and everything. Yeah.
That when they say coming now to Disney DVD, it like blows out. Like, that kind.
Yeah, but Annihilation, it's interesting though. It's a very divisive film with audiences, I think. So
it's cool to see them trying different types of sci-fi.
Yeah,
because like Arrival was amazing.
Yeah, I love Arrival.
Like Gabe was talking about how he's enjoying that. Like Annihilation is different. Arrival is different.
First they arrived, and then they annihilated us. Amazing.
So I mean, I'm all for like movies that are like I guess in the realm of mindfuck or whatever. So
yeah. All right, let's move it on to some trailers, and the first one is friggin' Wreck-It Ralph 2, or I guess Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Ralph, there's a Reddit thread that they just kept making up different subtitles where it's like Ralph wrecks the reckoning or something. Or,
yeah, I still don't know why they're just not calling it Ralph Wrecks the Internet. That doesn't make any sense.
Ralpher.
When it was called Wreck-It Ralph.
The trailers seem to have done a good enough job. I think it has like over 10 million views on YouTube, and even more importantly, it was able to pull 2 memes away from it.
Yeah,
with the Moana.
There were memes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, it's a form of marketing, and I don't know if it was. I doubt it was on purpose, but if it was, then well.
Yeah, I don't think it was on purpose because like people. You were talking to me the other day where it kind of came around at the perfect time where people were doing that meme of like putting text over like a big giant thing and then a little thing. Like people use that with the pancakes and the bunny.
But there was one
I actually posted a tweet of that, and it's like one of my most retweeted thing in like a long time. I'm sad of that fact.
It was for the trailer itself, I wasn't crazy about initially until the very end. I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Someone had that thing where it had like Will Smith going, "Where the video games at?"
Yeah, where the video games?
Green screen saying that about Wreck-It Ralph too, being like, "Where the video games?"
Yeah, because we knew for a while that this was going to be a bit different since they were going into the internet, and that's all we knew is that they're going into the internet.
And they have like websites like eBay, like actual websites. Like on there, so.
I want to know how this guy who owns the arcade was able to hook up Wi-Fi to a like 1980s arcade unit, because there's some crazy soldering going on there. I'm just saying.
Him and his gateway computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he have like a 1998 iMac?
Yeah, it looked like he had like one of those iMacs that had those colors. Yeah, so well the way it works in Wreck-It Ralph is like they go through their like surge protectors.
Which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But like I like Wreck-It Ralph. I love the first one. And like you said, Paleo, the trailer originally for the first Wreck-It Ralph was not that good.
Yeah, I actually hated the first trailer for Wreck-It Ralph. I thought the movie was going to be dumb.
Saw Wreck-It Ralph advertised back in like what, 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
I was like, this looks stupid. This is just Disney trying to cash in on video games, and Ralph looks dumb. loved the movie. I loved it.
Mhm.
It even got me teary-eyed at the end. So they have won my faith, and I will see this movie as soon as it's out. This is a good year for animated films because we got
Certainly better than last year.
yeah. Incredibles 2, Wreck-It Ralph 2,
Isle of Dogs is coming out this
Isle
month.
of Dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any bad movies.
Sherlock Gnomes,
Yeah.
Why you just had it ready?
because it's coming out the same weekend.
Transylvania 2. Yeah, I was talking. Was it you guys or Laura? There isn't really a big December movie this year. Like there isn't a Star Wars.
Yeah.
Infinity Wars. The only thing that looks big or could be big, and I doubt it will be, is Aquaman.
Yeah. Though there is going to be the Miles Morales Spider-Man in December, which hopefully will be good.
But you know, if there was a time to release Avatar, it would have been this Christmas.
Yeah.
So James Cameron's like, God damn it, son of a whore! Why does Disney own everything?
Why did I put my ride in Disney World?
Is there no Star Wars
Why
movie?
did I make
coming out
4
this year?
movies in a row?
Or is that coming out in November?
What, the solo Star Wars?
Yeah.
That was coming out in May.
Comes out soon.
Yeah.
What the fuck? They're not doing any Christmas release, any
Nope.
holiday release.
Yeah, I would have bet my money on like them like delaying Solo until December because like it feels like there's always going to be a Star Wars every December now, but like I guess not.
Isn't it
Alright.
like insanely hard to move movies around with release dates though? Because like I remember like reading something about because like
I don't know because like remember Episode 8 was originally supposed to come out in May on Star Wars Day.
Wait, so Disney has Avengers coming out at the end of April, and then Solo's coming out the next month.
they moved
Yep.
it because of that stuff. It's weird.
Yeah,
dude.
I think so. So
Why would they
yeah,
not space that out? That's insane.
Because they're dumb. It's like, guys, whatever. Also, the Solo movie has already been a problem in production.
yeah,
Like,
it's been like a huge problem.
I
It's
So-
probably gonna suck.
I hope it's good. I really do.
I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars movies except for the
They're-
first one.
They're underwhelming. There's some elements to them that are pretty good, but like right now, I'm looking forward to Infinity.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanna-
Infinity War is like the one the
Yeah.
one thing I'm like really hyped for this year.
I'm pretty stoked about that animated Spider-Man film just because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it looks fucking.
It looks really good.
Can I
I'm
say
all about that art style, like
Mhm.
hardcore.
Tristan made a good point that like now is the time for Marvel to like really break the wheel. Where like with Infinity Wars, people will go see this film. They're gonna make billions guaranteed. Change it up. You know, don't do the same old like, you know, here's the storyline of enemy and then infighting and then unification and then fighting the enemy. It's like, oh, we've done this 50 times.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Different. Like really do something different. Don't
Yeah,
play it
which I'm hoping that actually I guess I'll go ahead and do this since we're talking about it right now. So anything else to say about Wreck-It Ralph?
It looks beautiful, by the way.
Yeah.
I
So
want to see Vanellope. I like Vanellope. That's
so
all.
yeah. So since we were talking about Infinity War, I guess I'll go ahead and move on to this. Was Infinity War was like moved up a week, so it's coming out in April rather than May now.
Yeah.
Which Toon J in the chat said Infinity War April 27th, Solo is May 25th, Incredibles is June 15th, and then like Ant-Man and the Wasp is like in July. So they have
So
like
they're
a
stocked
major
up.
movie every month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not made of money, Disney, unlike you or Hero.
I just have Movie Pass, so I just
Paleo has the real money. He has
Yeah.
Movie Pass.
Tyler had
$9.95 a
to get
month.
the movie pass.
Remember,
he
it's
had
the
money
sponsor.
to- Yeah, he had to get his movie pass so he could have all that extra cash for his amiibo collection.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
Yeah, exactly. Oh dear, that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit to sit down and go see.
Yeah. Though Infinity War is like the main thing for me.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody I can't remember who. No, it was Jax actually. He posted it. He was saying that he hopes that they don't put out another trailer because like all they needed was that first trailer. And that's it. Don't put any more trailers out. Like let it be a surprise for what else is going to happen in the movie.
There's some things where I'm like, this could look a little bit better. But again, like you've been building this up for over a decade now. People will see it.
Yeah.
You're going to probably make over $2 billion in the box office easily, and that's not including all the goddamn toys are going to just be born from all this nonsense.
So much merch.
I mean, it's a guaranteed hit. And Disney's just Jesus, man, money.
It's
Imagine being
freaky
Bob
how much
Iger.
money they get.
Do you think Bob Iger is going to eventually run for like the president? Because like
Disney
serious.
buys the entire world.
Did you hear about? Okay, this is. Can I talk about politics or no?
Is it about a conspiracy theory?
No, like Trump actually said this.
What?
Like so China, like the guy who's the president there is basically like positioning himself to be the president for life, as we call it, a dictator. And Donald Trump. And by the way, like I don't really bring up politics often. I'm just in the middle. I just there are idiots on both sides. But Donald on the record said like, yeah, maybe we'll give that a shot someday. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like a dictatorship? That's a no-no.
Yeah.
Whatever. My philosophy in life is I want to get through this world, I want to be old, I want to get shit done and have fun. If I can get through it with that to-do list, I'll be happy. But every day I'm like, come on, guys, stop threatening my to-do list. Infringe on me. This isn't fair. Says the white man.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, as long as Infinity War is gonna make a fuck ton of money, Disney's gonna make a fuck ton of money. But I think what they'll need to do is after Infinity War, they're gonna have to like change the formula up. Like I think it wouldn't even be a bad idea to after Infinity War to try and like build new characters instead of like, all right, now we're gonna have 3 more Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man movies. Like maybe just
that seems what they're what they're gonna do, because I don't think you see anything slated for those like movies.
Aren't their contracts like up anyways?
Yeah, so a lot of people are gonna die, I think. So
I'm about killing some people off. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of people thought the release date was moved up to have it be the same everywhere, so there weren't like huge spoilers.
Oh yeah, that might be a reason.
Well, someone's gonna have to die. Like,
yeah, and then die in this movie, and then also the next Avengers, which is was supposed to be like the part 1 and part 2, but now they're just gonna call it something else. I don't know what.
Disney. I wonder if this changes things, because now that Disney owns Fox, they own Avatar, and I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, Avatar broke records, and James Cameron just somehow pulls off miracles. So, like, maybe they're gonna space things out and go, we got to space it out for Marvel, Star Wars, and Avatar. I don't know.
Is anyone even going to care about Avatar 2 at this point?
Second
like,
one.
When did Avatar come out?
The second one, they will.
Yeah, for the second one, the third one, no.
Well, it depends. The second one has to be good.
Yeah. If the second one like sucks, like really bad, then yeah, it's dead.
Because what made Avatar, so if I recall back in like 2009, what made it start standing was like the immersive 3D, and it was a very pretty film. Like visually, it was a big deal, and I think
I never saw it in theaters.
It was great.
I've only seen the first half of it so far.
We gotta watch it.
Yes.
That also was one of the first movies I think that also resonated with like the rest of the world, like China and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when people were like, "Whoa,"
China's never liked movies before Avatar.
No. It's an emerging market where like you have movies like Warcraft and Transformers, especially Warcraft, where it's like, oh shit, you didn't do so well in America, but fucking China loved it.
Yeah.
And that's enough to keep you afloat. That's why they're making Pacific Rim 2 in the style of Transformers, because they know it's going to do well over there.
Yeah,
it sucks.
I'm looking at this image from Avatar, and like, I don't know, 9 years later, this looks like really uncanny.
Yeah, Avatar, right?
Really uncanny.
Speaking of uncanny, let's move on to another trailer. Mary Poppins Returns.
I did watch that trailer.
Yeah,
I did not watch it.
So it's a very short trailer. It's like just like a teaser mostly.
I'll watch it right now.
So it's so weird that the title is called Mary Poppins Returns, because it makes it sound like a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
At least to me, it does.
For Superman
Like she's coming
return.
back. Yeah,
Now
or
Mary
Superman
Poppins
Returns or
is
Batman
back.
Returns. Or, yeah, either a horror movie or a superhero movie.
All right, I'm watching this shit. It's my live reaction.
Yeah, there's not really much to it. It's just that London looks really dreary, and Mary Poppins is there.
What else?
Yeah.
That's like the entire
That's-
movie. They don't need to fucking even make the movie if that's what this is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm afraid it's just going to be like, oh, it's just Mary Poppins again. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like the trend right now, where they're just like, let's bring back old IPs. We'll make money.
There's a
Yeah.
huge problem right now where no one is willing to take risks anymore, and it really pisses me off.
Yeah, well, Annihilation did, and look what happened with that. Oh.
Well, Arrival did, and it did okay.
Yeah.
So it's.
So I would say Arrival is a lot better than Annihilation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you say like so? So here's the thing. 'Cause I was talking to Laura about like, I guess like 2005, 6 like comedy. Do you remember the Blue Collar Comedy Tour?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big deal. Around the era when I was in high school, that was during a time where like PC culture was almost non-existent.
Yeah.
It
And
was like,
it was during the Bush administration. It was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
yeah. I mean, I remember after 9/11, I saw so much like anti-Islam stuff where they'd like kill them all. I'm like, phew. In hindsight, and the same thing goes for like the
Watch the
Chappelle
Breadwinner,
Show.
by the way.
But the Chappelle Show was different, where like Dave Chappelle's a smart guy and he has good commentary, but it's the Chappelle Show clones, like the Carlos Mencia show, Mind Mencia. I remember a show on Comedy Central where it was a parody or a satire of Queer Eye for the straight guy, and it was called Straight Plan for the Gay Man. And I was like, could you imagine something like that today? They'd be crucified. And I bring this all up because you're talking about, you know, how Hollywood's not willing to take a risk. I see it as like, you can only keep this up for so long until that bubble will burst. And then it goes in the opposite direction. And just kind of like, it's like a slider, you know, this way, this way, this way. I mean, is it always true? No, but like.
By the way, I was surprised that during the Oscars they had a couple of montages of movies and stuff, and in one of the montages they showed Tropic Thunder, and I was like, really?
Today, like Robert Downey Jr. I mean, I'm so glad that Tropic Thunder was made. Robert Downey Jr. fucking owned that role.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? That's one of the best performances ever. I watched that not too long ago, like for the first time, and I was like, this movie's brilliant.
Yeah, it's great. We're both racist now for saying that, but I'll stand by it.
You know, like PC culture is still kind of at a peak, or has it slowed down a bit since Trump took office? Because I don't know anymore.
I feel like it's been the same, honestly.
It's pretty.
I feel like it's coming to a boil though.
There's definitely gonna be some shit that's gonna go down. Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is like I keep an eye on it, even though I don't want to. Like, keep telling myself like I should just stop watching all this crap about this whole political debate because I don't care and it just makes me upset. But I'm just like addicted at this point. I'm like, I gotta see what happens. Who punched who today? I gotta know. I gotta know.
Like apparently Italy was going through an election, and that's pretty rough too. I don't know why I'm bringing up world politics.
Yeah, maybe we should stop talking about
I
politics.
don't pick up politics too often.
Yeah, but we're losing viewers.
No, I'm with you. Okay, what's the next topic, Paleo?
All right.
Mary Poppins.
What's there to say? She sucks.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Mary Poppins is gonna fail because
I'm hoping that it's gonna actually have like
about colonialism, and that's racist. And
I'm hoping that it'll actually have like 2D animation like in the original, like the actors were.
It'll be all CG, and you're gonna cry yourself to sleep.
Anyway, so yeah, something that was announced that I'm excited about. Not sure how many other people are, but yeah, Jurassic World 3 was announced that is actually going to happen in 2021 before the second one's even out.
That's not a year that exists.
It's gonna be like, aren't I gonna be dead in 2021? Like, why do I?
2020 is the last year. I'm telling you. There's no more.
So yeah, June 11th, 2021, Jurassic World 3.
Jurassic World is a big dumb franchise,
Yeah.
if they're going into it presenting it that way, then I am all for it.
Yeah, if they're gonna be like, we're gonna go as dumb as possible, then do it. I want to see like dinosaurs.
I agree.
Like, fighting in the military. That would be great.
As a lifelong Godzilla fanatic, make it as dumb as like. Don't look. The people, the stupidest thing I find is when they try and take a stupid concept and try and make it serious. Like, no, just fucking go ham. It's so much more fun to just go ham with it. Like, come on. Like, Godzilla did great. It's fucking. Oh, so we took the cells of Godzilla and infused them with like the cells of a rose and my dead daughter, and I made a monster, and now Godzilla's fighting it. That's a real movie. That's a real movie.
Yeah, and like you can't be in the middle of the road, like you said. You have to go full on ham, where it's like we can be big, fucking stupid, but fun.
Right,
Yeah.
because then at the end of the day, people are like, "This is so dumb." It's like, yeah, and
don't try to be smart and fun. Like unless like you can't. I mean, it's hard to pull that off. Like Godzilla 2014, like that was just kind of dumb, but some
dumb.
Versus something
It
like
wasn't fun enough.
Pacific Rim is big and dumb and fun.
Yes.
Because, like, let's make giant robots to punch kaijus. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound very economic.
Yeah.
We're building a giant wall on the Pacific Ocean.
We're gonna have this giant wall. It's gonna break down, and then we're gonna have two guys standing in a robot next to each other. They're gonna do something called a neural handshake, and their brains are gonna sync together, and they're gonna punch aliens, and they're gonna fucking throw nukes at each other. They're gonna use a fucking ship as a fucking club. It's gonna be the coolest thing ever. And
There's a line
yes
from Invader Zim that like just summarizes this so much, because there's an episode where Zim goes to Mars and he finds that the planet is actually a spaceship, and there's a hologram that pops up of the alien species that used to live there, and they're like, "Hi, I'm a hologram of the species that died out here. We all worked ourselves to death making this planet into a ship." And Zim goes, "Why?" And he goes, "Because it was cool." And I'm like, "That's awesome."
It's the rule of cool, man.
They worked themselves into extinction just because, hey, it was cool. Why not?
All right, so yeah, I'm hoping that because Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom looks like it's going to be pretty dumb. I hope with Jurassic World 3 they just go all out. There's like just like
that's what it should be called, Jurassic World 3 All Out.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay, speaking of big and dumb, this one makes me wonder if it's going to be big, dumb, and fun. It might just be big and dumb. Is Rampage? I saw
yeah.
And I was like, big and dumb and not enough fun, because they seem to be taking themselves too serious with the trailer. They're like, "What's going on here? Dun 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 dun." You know, it's like, no. Just go all out, like heavy metal. Dun 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 dun. With a gorilla. Like,
you know what? I want another Snakes on a Plane. That's what I want. I want something that's just so incredibly self-aware of its own stupidity and just rolls with it.
But there are movies that are like almost too aware, where it's like no fun. Because like there was a Red Letter Media video talking about like it was Independence Day Resurgence, and Mike was saying like you have to find that perfect grade, like finding like panning for gold, that little gold nugget of schlock.
Yeah,
where it's like it's dumb, but it's not too dumb. Because
I think I get what you're talking about. I think it's because a lot of the times these movies like they'll like half-ass things and use schlock as an excuse, as opposed to like actually putting in effort but like making it dumb and fun.
Yeah, or it's too deliberate. We're like The Asylum with like the Sharknado.
Yeah,
all that films
way too deliberate.
It was funny at first, but now it's like this is just you're trying too hard. Like that's why The Room is so hilarious. Is like Tommy was so like genuinely thought he was making a masterpiece.
Yeah,
or like watching like I'm trying to think of another like food fight. Like Tom, when you reacted to that shit, it had me crying laughing, because that movie, like, it seemed like there was some genuine effort put into it, but they fucked it up, and that was hilarious. Versus something like Cargo, which is that Asylum like Cars ripoff, and that was like really stupid because it was too much of like a I don't know, like they're really, dude. It's like one of those charts where it's like a circle, circle, and circle, where it's like this, and this, like bad effort, quality, and you gotta find it just right there in the middle.
A Venn diagram?
A Venn diagram?
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Not all of us know math.
I don't. I gave up on math. I got through college. I am done with math.
I haven't done math since Calc 3. That was the end of it. Yeah, I'm like, bye.
Haley, didn't you have a nightmare recently where you woke up like freaking out that you had a math test and you're like, whew, I'm good. I don't have to take math.
Something like that.
That has absolutely happened to me. I've woken up from a nightmare being like, oh my God, I have to go to school to. No, I don't. Oh, it's the best. Oh, I love it. That almost makes the terror worth it. Is like the relief of being like, ha, never again, motherfucker. So good.
That is, I had that one of those with like of an exam tomorrow. It was like a dream, which I think happens to everybody, but like that was the first time I really experienced a dream like that. And I woke up and I'm like, I agree with you. The relief, like, whew, I am done with that shit. Thank God.
All right. So Jurassic World 3, yeah, that's gonna be happening. Last thing before we move into Q&A, some positive news. Apparently Infinity Train was greenlit. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming out in 2019.
Dude, that's next year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No, it's fine though. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's a
awesome.
good. What's the word I'm looking for?
Good news.
When it's a series that's episode connected. Oh shit.
What?
I forget.
Continuous?
That's not the word, but basically, because like I mean, Cartoon Network needs to start making some moves here because like Steven Universe will be over here soon. Adventure Time ends this year.
Yeah, and I think they looked it over at like Adventure Time Steven Universe is like, oh shit, we can't have these forever.
Wait, when did it get greenlit? Was that today?
No,
Yesterday.
it was
Yesterday.
yeah.
Okay.
So like that's cool.
If you haven't seen the pilot, it's on YouTube, and it reminds me a lot of a specific Adventure Time episode called Dungeon Train.
You mentioned that,
yeah. It's kind of like that from what it seems.
The I was gonna say there's a show, Apple and Onion, that was like that's airing on.
I haven't watched that yet.
Apple and Onion's really good.
I wasn't expecting them to have British voices.
No, it kind of reminds me of The Office, like the British Office for some reason. But like Nick Cross, he's a guy who helped develop Over the Garden Wall. He's helping with this show.
That's cool.
Which I mean, Over the Garden Wall is.
Oh, Nick Cross. I thought you meant I thought you said Nick Kroll for a minute.
Nick Kroll, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the big mouth guy.
No, Nick Cross, and I watched the first the pilot episode of Apple and Onion, and I thought it was hilarious. Like on the outside when you look at it, you're like, oh, talking anthropomorphic food, but the writing is really clever. I enjoy it. I'm just saying because I want people who are watching who might be on the fence to give it at least a shot.
Yeah.
Same with Cricket Creek. So yeah, I guess we're on the precipice of a new era of like shows coming.
And I actually really like Unikitty. And that's not just because I like the Lego Movie a lot.
I just can't hear the word precipice without thinking of Twilight. It's like impossible at this
Precipice
point.
of a disaster.
I've been rewatching with Laura season 1 of My Little Pony, and it's kind of like a nostalgia thing because it's like, wow, it's been 8 years, almost a decade, guys, since it started.
Shut up!
And there are parts. Cause I asked you all of this, and so I don't think you were present. I want to ask you though, if you were to watch the show today with none of the nostalgia like cluttering your vision, would this show be a good show to you, or would you would you be like, nah, it's not that good after all? I guess I was on the hype train because I watched the first 3 episodes of season 1 with Laura, and I'm like, yeah, it's pretty clever, it's fun, but it's not like exquisite.
Well, that's a good question because like I remember watching the first 2 episodes of 2-parter, and like even at the time I was like, these ones suck. So
yeah.
I was not a fan of that opener at all. Like my whole shtick back in the day was always like, this show works so much better as a slice of life show, as opposed because like the especially in the beginning before they kind of like started catering towards like the older demographic, like they had to softball a lot of the like epic kind of things because they had to be conscious of the target audience. But when they did slice of life stuff, they could really go all in on it because none of that was like too risque. Like they didn't have to like censor violence or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I always thought like the simple things of like, oh God, what are we gonna do? This simple like friendship misunderstanding. They could really delve into those and be more complex with it. So those are always my favorite parts of it. It's really hard to say like right now, like if I watched it today, I can't just like turn off all the
it's really
now nostalgia that would be associated with it. So it's hard to say like, would it still be good? I'd like to say yes, because I had no I had no kind of like
Connection
attachment to
it
the
then.
franchise.
Yeah.
I had negative attachment to the franchise. I
Yeah.
had to babysit my
I think-
sister and watch all the old shit. That's why it took me so long to fucking even check it out in the first place. I was like, I've seen enough of this garbage. I know what I'm in for. So
I have a follow-up question for you, but continue on. I'm gonna go upstairs and say goodnight to Laura because she has to go to bed for work tomorrow morning. But when I get back, if there isn't a current conversation going on, I have a question for you, Tom. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm so alone. I want to have someone to say goodnight to. Forever alone. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting question to even think about. It's like, what would the reaction be now? Because like, on the one hand, I don't have any. I had like this negative connotation with the series going into it, but now, like, if I had been outside of everything for the last like 8 years, and like my perception of like Baronis would be so fucking bad at this point. To try and get into it now, I would probably be so fucking horrified, and so like I feel like I'd be wading into like a fucking like, I don't know, like vat of shit. Like,
Yeah,
like
I think if around like I would say like 2014, 2015 was like the peak of everything.
it definitely
And now it's sort of gone down. It's sort of like plateaued. But for people who are like still in it, they know that like season 7 was like probably the best thing that they've done. I honestly think it's better than season 1 and 2.
You think it's better than 2? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the hard.
I think 2 has more misses than hits.
Huh. Okay.
Compared to season 7.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because
Is it
season
like-
7 has that yak episode,
Isn't
dude.
8
That
the
was like
last
a.
one? Did
Yeah.
they say that
No, 9's the last one. I thought they said.
Yeah, number 9 is going to be the last one, and then like they're going to go into Generation 5.
Season 5.
Yeah.
Wait, Generation.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that on the PCP like a couple, or it wasn't. I don't know if we were talking it on the show or just like in the chat. We were saying we were talking about like Star Trek and shit, and like the Next Generation, talking about like that show and how it's like a big deal to so many people, and then we kind of like for some reason transferred into MLP. I'm like, if they're gonna reboot it, that'd be interesting if like they're gonna have the same sort of thing like they do with Star Trek, of like you have like Captain Kirk versus Captain Picard, and like these two like groups of fans.
Yeah.
Like if the new generation.
Yeah,
still has,
I'm not
an
sure if
adult
like if
following,
like Twilight's even going to be the main character.
who's gonna be the Captain Picard to Twilight's Kirk?
Yeah,
And are we gonna have fanboy wars?
because I've seen like a few concepts, and like some of them have it like Twilight's not even a unicorn. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, because they'll probably use the same name still.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh god.
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna be
the
cool.
hardcore butthurt fanboys. Oh god, that's gonna be so fun to watch from the side now that I'm not anymore. Oh my god, it's gonna be better than the show. I can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be great. I can't.
Yeah,
oh,
it's still
2
gonna be
years
like a
from
couple
now?
more years though, because we have to wait until like season
don't
9's
worry.
over.
It's just gonna
Yeah.
age like a fine wine. It's gonna be great. It's just gonna- because it's gonna dwindle. The fandom's gonna get smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
But the people so they're gonna get more and more fervent. So when it finally dies,
Yeah.
it's gonna be so good. Oh, I can't wait.
But you know what's even better is the people who are just kind of like, yeah, whatever, not super into ponies anymore. It's just kind of like, whatever. They kind of like fell out of the fandom. As soon as like something just like surfaces like they don't like, they're just gonna come in like super hot and be like, that's trash, you're trash, it's all trash, I don't care about this, but that's trash.
I guess I cared about this a little bit more than I thought.
Yeah, it's
gonna be great.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure what like they're, because I think they were playing like another TV movie. I think like not like the theatrical movie, because the theatrical movie did all right, but not as much good as they wanted it to be. But anyway.
I mean, they
well
were
enough in toy
a
sales?
few years too late.
Toy
for
sale?
that.
Oh yeah, well, My Little Pony like kills it in merch always.
Right, I
Yeah.
think they wanted more so for the toy sales of that
Yeah.
movie to be up more so than the actual viewing of the movie. That's why.
I'm still
Yeah.
legitimately salty that all the good official merch from that show came after I stopped caring.
Yeah.
Man, that the first wave and the second wave and like the third wave of merch. When,
Yeah.
like,
Now it's
you
all
were
good.
active-
It's like, oh, this is like cool looking stuff.
Dude,
Which
I
is weird
just
because-
randomly saw on my Twitter feed, because one of the people I follow had favorited the tweet from Equestria Daily of like that Trixie figure where she's
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah.
with
Yeah.
with
I was
Starlight
just
on
like,
it.
I
Yeah.
fucking want that. I actually want that. Fuck you. I was like legit. I'm like, I had to go spend back in my day. I had to work uphill both ways to Baltimore, spend $99 on a custom. You fucking peasant. God, fuck you.
We should just
It
do
looks
like
so
a
good.
podcast one day of just reminiscing about our
Back
like,
in the day.
Oh, yeah.
I would. That'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah. Oh my god.
Remember chain algorithm and
Holy shit!
I just
Remember Jackal app?
Remember Hate Seed?
it's been some time.
My
Oh,
god.
boy. Remember when musicians were like
People like
Kobe-
coming in that have like no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah. Dude,
But,
that's why
like,
we got.
on
That's
the-
why we got to do the retrospective. We got to like Google all these people and get them on. Just like,
But
hey.
on the complete flip side though, like I don't know what on the flip side, I like go to cons now, and I'm sure these people are good. No disrespect to them at all, but I like go to the concerts or whatever, and I'm like, I know one person. There are like 6 people performing. I'm like, who are all of y'all?
I'm surprised that's still even a thing.
Yeah, usually they only do like because before they used to do it where they would do it like on Friday night and Saturday night, but now they just do it on one night. At least for the smaller conventions, they do.
Yeah, that's oh god, that's
It's like,
it legit. Like, have you ever? It's interesting. Have you ever like gone to a place you used to work at, and you see people there that you used to work with like years ago, and you get like this really uncomfortable sensation of like my whole like world has changed, but you're still here doing the exact same thing. This feels really weird, and I want to run away right now. That's me. That's me with this whole fandom thing too. Like when I see names of people still grinding it out, I'm just like, whoa, this is weird. What? Like, oh my god. Because like
Been a
to
while.
me that's all in the past, but like it's still there. It's still going on. And I'm just like, oh, whoa, that's like it's such a trip to think about. That like I could still be doing that if I wanted to. Like,
if you wanted to.
yeah. Which I definitely don't. But like if I did, like it
You
could
be.
still be a thing.
Just
Yeah.
like upload like a, I don't even remember anymore, dude. Just upload like an analysis video, just like
could.
some random episode. And
Dude,
don't
maybe-
even like
maybe that's what I'll
reintroduce
do.
yourself.
When Generation 5 drops, I'll be like, hey guys, what's up?
Like, here's everything wrong with this new generation.
I was going to ask you, Tom, what are your thoughts about how you basically started the analysis trend for the Bruni fandom?
I mean,
Excuse me,
I
Golden
didn't-
Fox did.
yeah, I was gonna say Golden Fox was the first guy,
Yeah.
and then Paleo did, and then I and Digi and Anthony all kind of started around the same time. I don't know exactly who was first. I don't know. I mean, I made a video about this at one point where I talked about how like I was actually unsure if it was a good or bad thing because I felt like everything before that whole analysis thing really took off in the community, that everything that was made like fan content was a celebration of the show and everything about it. But then like when analysis started becoming big, like it was examining it with a critical lens and like bringing like negativity into the fold as well. And I think that definitely probably skewed people's perceptions negatively in general because it became so big. And I always wonder, like, did that do damage like to the whole like overall narrative of that community? Like by introducing those talking points. Like, because before that, like you never really heard anybody like saying anything critical. It's just like, this is so cool, this is so fun.
Right.
Like, I'm making this art because I love it. I'm writing a story because I love it. I'm like, you know, but then like you had people being like, well, this fucking sucks. Like this is bad. This could be fixed. So like it changes the overall like narrative because it became like such a big part of everything. So I don't know. I mean, like I still wonder why I even did it because like I'm not really a YouTuber reviewy kind of guy. It just kind of like I guess I was just so desperate for attention at the time. I was just like, yes, give me more attention. I soak it all up. It gives me life. It keeps my heart beating. But yeah, I don't know. It was a weird time, and I reflect on it. I'm like, I still don't really understand how it even happened or why I did it for as long as I did. It's really weird. I don't regret it, but at the same time, it was definitely like almost an out of body experience reflecting back on it because none of it was really premeditated at all.
Interesting. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I was curious.
All right. Well, I guess we can move into Q&A. That's enough about Infinity Train, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About it.
I'm sure Infinity Train will be great. I hope it gets 9 seasons as well.
All right, so if you want to ask us questions, you can go on Twitter, and our Twitter handles are right there on the screen. And if you want to send a super chat, that would be very much appreciated, and we'll answer it through the super chat.
Post-haste.
First of all, I'll go to the one that Deli18 reminded me of. That was a super chat last time, but I just didn't see it because it wasn't part of the super chat itself. So if you are doing a super chat, remember put it in the text field when you do that. So let's see. From Deli18, was it? And I scroll down and find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So, yeah, the super chat was from David3X, and his super chat is a pretty interesting one. It says thoughts on more live action anime in Hollywood. I guess the fact that they're making any is like, yeah,
just don't.
Yeah, don't do it.
Literally, I haven't seen one good one. Not even one.
Yeah, and people seem to like, because I've seen people going like very easy on the Ghost in the Shell live action remake, but when I watched it, I was like, man, this is like dumbed down to like the nth degree. It's they just like do some shots that are similar to the original Ghost in the Shell film, but like, man, that story is just like super basic.
Yeah, I don't see there ever being a good reason to do it other than like, let's make some money by like using this recognizable name.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have an actual reason behind like doing an adaptation, you know? And like, what are you accomplishing? Like Ghost in the Shell is a fucking masterpiece of a movie, and because it's animated, it ages amazingly well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the special effects in Ghost in the Shell look shitty 30 years later.
Yeah, the sequence, the spider tank sequence in the live action movie, man, that's not gonna age well at all. But the spider tank sequence in the animated anime film looks amazing because, like, you know, it's 2D animation. It looks great.
Like I still think that what is it? Fucking Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is one of the most gorgeous pieces of animation ever made in the history of all time. That's from like 1999, and it still looks like how in God's name was this drawn? Like,
was it an anime?
Huh?
Was it an anime?
Yeah, it was an anime movie, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. Like you look at it and you're like, how is this done? Like, how was this done like 20 years ago? Like, it looks impossible.
I have something I want to share with you guys after this question's over. Sorry. Oh, I want to say that out loud before I forget.
I'm just looking at, like, I typed in live action anime movies just to get like a pretty good picture of like what's out. Yeah, like all these, none of these are even slightly.
I think the only reasonably decent live action anime adaptation wasn't a Hollywood one, but it was the Rurouni Kenshin live action movie. It was actually kind of not bad.
Wasn't Speed Racer okay?
I've heard it was okay.
Like, they actually like did a good job of trying to emulate it, but
yeah,
like,
though that is based on like a much older like franchise. So because I've heard the Astro Boy movie is all right, though that's an animated.
They made an Astro Boy movie.
Yeah, though it's not live action. It's an animated movie.
It seems that like none of the animated adaptations, like when people make a live action, like it's like good luck. Like you're not gonna.
So
you might.
I would say because I haven't seen it yet, though I've heard like really great things about it. Is that Edge of Tomorrow is based on a manga? Yeah,
I actually watched that. Apparently, that movie has a really good screenplay and is like really encompasses the sci-fi. Like, oh, this is different. This is a unique story.
Yeah,
something to do with like restarting or something. I don't know.
This is a erased live action movie, really?
Yeah. Wait, is the Japanese one?
I mean, yeah.
Is it like a I thought that was like a series, like a live action series based on a race.
Nope, it's 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Each episode's 2 hours. It's crazy.
A live action Zootopia.
That would be.
I mean, they're doing the live action Lion King. Why not?
Can we not be doing that? That'd be cool too.
All right, I have a couple super chats here.
Wait, didn't Saber have a thing to say?
Oh yeah, Saber, you have anything? What were you gonna say?
He already forgot.
I watched a movie tonight with Laura. I got it in my PO box. It was called Spider's Tail
Oh yeah, I saw
Like-
you post that on Twitter.
Yeah, dude, that shit was bad. I watched that. It started off with like you assume it's like about Charlotte's Web, but it's not. Like this pig goes from like being on a farm talking about aliens to going to like LA and starring in like 5 different movies, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
It sounds like the best movie of all time. What are you talking about?
We have to riff on it sometime. I'll do a review of it in the future, but it was really bizarre.
I'm excited that because I put my notice in my last week, so like be a free man again soon.
Join
So
us.
I'll
Watch.
I'll actually be available to like have food fight levels of like reactions to these movies.
Good. You'll have to watch that one. They use the word heatism in the movie, and it's like they're like 7-year-olds watching this, and you're using the word heatism. It is what the fuck. It's
Beautiful.
All right. Got another super chat here from David3X, who did the super chat last time that we missed. That I missed, I guess.
When do we get our cut of the super chats?
yeah.
Still waiting.
2025. There we go.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? We don't even get paid on this podcast.
The workers must revolt.
I see how it is.
All right.
All right.
What's the
Um,
question?
From David3X, $3 super chat. Your thoughts on reboot getting a reboot? Yeah, it's on
That's all
Netflix.
you, boy.
Yeah, it's gonna come out on Netflix because I have it on my calendar over here on March 30th. I'm gonna watch it and review it and say how about it and tell you how bad it is. Because
That trailer looked really fucking
yeah, and Megabyte's voice is like that. Oh god.
bad. Like I've only watched a couple episodes of like back when it was airing on Toonami.
Yeah.
We didn't have Cartoon Network, so I literally knew about it like very tangentially. But even with my basic knowledge of it, I'm like, what in God's name is this clusterfuck of Duke?
Yeah, like watch the original reboot because it's really good. Like the story gets really interesting. Season one is all right, but like as soon as it starts going and like they go into the internet, it's like really cool. So, Enigma Prince, another super chat here for $5 says it's episode 69 of the podcast. I'm gonna make as many sexy 69 jokes as possible for this milestone. Go. Okay. It is episode 69. I'm surprised that it took this long for that to bring it up.
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
I got nothing though. You should have. If we had opened the show with this when I had like full energy, I probably could have come up with some good sexual innuendos. But now I got nothing.
69.
Well said.
10,
All right.
10 out of 10.
One more super chat here, and then I'll look on
You
Twitter.
paid $5 for that, buddy. Just realize.
Yeah.
Just remember.
Yeah, Enigma Prince is
remember this happened.
Enigma Prince is a mod, by the way. So thank you for modding.
I'm so sorry.
So a $5 super chat from Emperor Tiger Star says, "Have you seen a Fox and Spaces animated series for Star Fox? He animates it and voices everything himself. It's on YouTube. It has a retro cartoon feel."
It's weird because what was I just watching and it was recommended like literally an hour ago, no joke.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it like
Fox in Space? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a little animated series on YouTube that's based on Star
Okay.
Fox. It's it looks really cool. But
Yeah,
I think I've only
saw it,
seen like
and
the first part of it.
I saw it and took note of it, and that was about it. I will watch it at some point.
I'll
Yeah.
check it out. It sounds cool.
Yeah, it's like really well animated too. It looks looks really neat. All right. So let's go on to Twitter here. See what people have to say. Let's see. Oh, Fernando as Azcaraga.
All right.
What are your thoughts on the Batman anime coming up? Are you talking about like Batman Ninja?
Batman Ninja.
It's so frustrating because the freaking katakana says Ninja Batman, but why do we call it Batman Ninja? Why?
Oh, also, he looks like a samurai, not a ninja.
That's what I thought too. I was like kind of interested in it. Well, they're gonna have like some weird like feudal Japan kind of reimagining of Batman, and then the second trailer comes out. We've all gone back in time to Japan. I'm like, this is kind of dumb. I don't know if I'm about this anymore. That's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. I'll still check it out, but
It looks kind of neat.
the CG's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to make a video where I'm saying I want to make a video that 3D anime needs to stop being ashamed of itself because they keep trying to like pretending to be 2D and it looks really weird. Like it takes a lot of work to make 3D look 2D, and I don't think there's any real point to doing it. Like just be 3D and be proud of it, because it just looks janky and not good. Except for Guilty Gear, because Guilty Gear is perfect.
I was about to say, how about Guilty Gear?
Look, they did it right. They're the one. They should just outsource all 3D anime to Axis, and they'll do it all right.
Dude. Oh yeah, there was another super chat that was for $20. So thank you very much. But the message,
Okay, we need to try.
The message was retracted.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I would say thank you, but I'm not getting paid, so it doesn't affect me in any way at all.
No, still thank them.
Thank you.
No,
we can make up our own super chat then. If it's like the Blake cards in card games.
Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe from now on I'll stream just me staring at this camera during this podcast. I'll have my
So Mirth Mauser asks, do you think Wreck-It Ralph 2 will contain a lot of online games or PC games like Minecraft, indie horror games, or PUBG? That would be amazing if they had World of Warcraft on there.
I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be pretty great. I'm assuming I can't imagine there not being some sort of like reference to Minecraft, even if it's like a fake Minecraft, like a parody of Minecraft. That's just such a big deal.
Right.
Yeah.
It basically has to be there, honestly.
Yeah, Minecraft. I know that like since Mario wasn't in the first movie, they'll probably try to put Mario in there somewhere, like a Mario Kart or something.
Will that be threatened because Mario's now working with Illumination?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, why didn't they just go to Disney instead of freaking Universal?
Universal? You mean Illumination?
Yeah, well, Illumination's under Universal.
Are they? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. What? Yeah, I remember that.
Everything's
actually,
owned by Coke and Disney at the end.
The number of things owned by Coke, dude. Like, I was blown away.
Yeah, they own a lot of stuff.
Blown away.
Digital Arrow asks, what are your guys' thoughts on John Williams no longer doing music for Star Wars?
He's probably tired. He's in like in his mid-80s or something.
Right, he's pretty done with that.
Yeah.
He saw many Star Wars on the horizon. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah, he's just like, this Star Wars isn't even good anymore. I'm fucking done.
Speaking of, like, has no blue
hashtag not my Luke Skywalker
in a while?
I don't know.
I don't think he's done anything recently. I think he's tired too, but I could be wrong. Let me check.
He's probably wanna. There was actually a story where, like, I think Spielberg asked John, like, "Hey, I want you to orchestrate this," and John's like,
"No,
this is too beautiful. I can't do it." And Spielberg's like, "I know, but anybody else who could have done it is dead, so I have to go to you." Something like that. Like,
wow, so I was your last choice.
Never mind. He's still.
You were my first living choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. Uematsu is still totally doing Final Fantasy stuff.
What? How sad. His talent being wasted on Final Fantasy.
Dude, you didn't like Driving Simulator? He's only 58. I thought the dude was like 70 by now.
No, remember, like, video game people are still like kind of like
babies.
I don't want to say in their prime because it's not exactly their prime.
Right.
But like movie people are like way older than video game people.
Nobuo Uematsu, the guy who makes like a lot of the Final Fantasy music.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah. So I got another super chat from Enigma Prince, $5. Thank you very much. Tom, if you have seen it, what are your thoughts on Forgotten Friendship and Everything Trixie? Also, what products or services sponsored this podcast?
Oh, well, I haven't seen any of. I'm assuming that's like from later seasons, like season.
Forgotten Friendship, I think, is like the new Equestria Girls thing.
Oh,
which
no, I have not seen that. I'm
which,
sure
which people referred to as like the beach episode. So it's like
right.
They're all in swimsuits.
Well, maybe I would like. But no, I haven't seen any of that stuff. Because I forget that that's even a thing that's still going on. I was kind of just talking about that earlier.
Tom, so
Thank-
much midriff though. Like seriously, too much.
Dude, that's all you have to tell me. Just send me some
Paleo-
screenshots. If it looks good, I'll commit.
Paleo and I haven't even.
Yeah, we
seen
still
it
haven't watched it yet.
Oh, all right.
And we haven't even watched the last one either.
Yeah.
Like, the last, we need to watch these, I guess.
Yeah.
I did see the theatrical movie though. I did watch
We
that.
did.
I did. I got that sick cam rip. No, actually, it wasn't a camera. It was like a legit rip. They had a legit.
Yeah,
fucking
like it leaked before it came
forum.
out.
I was so fucking good. I was like, oh, thank God, thank God. Because we did a whole like 2-hour like retrospective on it on the PCP, and I was like so afraid. I'm like, do I have to go to the theater for this? And then like 2 days before, I was gonna have to walk in there with the walk of shame. The rip came out. I'm like, yes. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, I don't have. There's too much baggage now. 2 years ago I could have justified this, but I can't do it anymore.
You can't. You just gotta own it. Just walk in there and be like My Little Pony movie, and don't like. It's just like.
I mean, I see like a bunch of the really shitty stuff that comes out. Like I went to go see, hey, one ticket for Norm of the North.
Right.
So.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would give me a stink eye for saying, "Can I watch My Little Pony the movie?" They'd be like, I'd be like I'd be like, look,
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Anyway,
Why are you looking at me that way? Is it because I'm black? And they'd be like, oh, fuck.
Like, if you don't want me to blow this situation up and get media all over this, give me the damn tickets to watch that fucking little girl movie so I can go home. Thank you.
all right. So another question on Twitter from
This episode of the POS Podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/POS Podcast. Get your free ebook.
I don't even have that. Dave. That's a good name. Have you heard of the movie A Quiet Place? If so, what are your thoughts? I do want to go see that. That comes out next month. It's a horror movie, and it is an
I haven't heard of it.
It has an interesting concept where it's like the reason it's called A Quiet Place is because like the people, like an apocalypse happened when like these monsters are like around, but you can't make any noise.
So it's
Also-
basically you're an 8-year-old at nighttime trying to play video games without your parents finding out. A quiet place.
I mean, my thing with that, like, I don't even know if that's gonna be fun to see in theaters because you know that's gonna be super quiet, like 9
And then
hours of the
super
time.
loud when anything happens.
And then like when
Yeah.
like something bad happens, and
yeah.
everyone's gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ!
Yeah, I do want to see it though because it sounds like an interesting concept.
Could be cool. Could be cool. I like the concept.
My dad just texted me, and apparently he's watching the podcast, and he says, "Why does Tommy look like Anonymous?"
Do I? I
Just
mean,
like paint your face green, and yeah, kinda.
I mean, I'm not wearing a suit though. I'm wearing like a robe. It's not. I mean, maybe I'm just like if I'm anonymous on a Sunday afternoon, kicking it back, like possibly. I don't know. I do not forgive. I do not forget.
Are you talking about
Expect us.
the friggin' mask from V from Vendetta?
The Guy Fawkes mask?
Yeah.
Look, it's a saber butt. Right
Yeah,
over there.
no, that's his shoulder.
Oh.
You gay as hell, boy.
Laura's cat with Lammy.
All right, let me scroll down here. What do you think of My Hero Academia season 3 trailer, and what do you think of the death of Rose Solomon?
Oh!
Who,
The death of what?
wait, Ross Solomon?
Okay.
I don't know what
Oh, wait. Was the death? Did that have anything?
Yeah, it
to do
had
with Hero?
nothing to do with My Hero
Hero
Academia.
Academia?
Dude, you were fucking
Okay.
like on that shit. You're like, hell the fuck no.
No, it says an American entrepreneur and art collector. I have no idea who that is.
I don't give a shit about him.
I don't.
Wow,
think
that's harsh.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, I'm sorry that he died, but I don't know.
We all know who he is.
I didn't know there was a trailer for season 3.
I didn't know
Yeah,
there was a
it was
trailer
out,
for season
Looks
two.
fucking
Yeah.
good.
2 days ago, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Well, when is it supposed to come out? Was it supposed to come out in May?
Apparently, you weren't plus ultraing.
Oh.
Go away! Come on.
Let's see. Ozzy All asks thoughts on Disney making 2 new animated shows, as well as Star vs. the Forces of Evil season 4. That all shows are now on the Disney Channel. What?
Star. I love Star, but it's having that Gravity Falls Steven Universe
Well,
problem.
Yeah, though they are having new episodes like every Saturday for the next like 5 weeks or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a new
Didn't the new
episode
one come
that came out this weekend, so we gotta watch
I
that.
haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I want to.
I'm like, yes, please release episodes of your show.
What is
Yeah.
wrong with modern cartoons being like, we can't just have a season, air it, and then work on the next one? We gotta
Right.
have like, you gotta bust out this fucking map and be like, all right, plot, fucking go here, and then it's like you gotta solve equations just to figure out when the shit's coming out.
Yeah.
Just air your
Like-
shit.
We'll release 2 episodes and then leave for 4 months. Then throw like 3 bombs at your face, one after the other. Go away for a year. Come back.
It's like, no,
2
they don't.
episodes.
It's like they just don't want to build franchises. It's like, no.
It really
Yeah.
doesn't matter how interesting your show is if the airing is inconsistent. I just cannot stay.
I don't give a fuck about Steven Universe at all anymore.
So
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
not care.
the other
Yeah.
thing that was mentioned that asked from Arziel is 2 new animated shows from Disney. I've seen the images of it. One of them looks incredibly anime.
Yo, anime.
Yeah. Let me find an image of it. Let's see.
I'm kind of okay with that because I'm getting really sick of this Cal art style. I really want us
Yeah,
to
What
though
is
I'm
this Adventure Time looking?
yeah, though I am going to
Whoa.
I'm going
Holy
to
shit, that's dope as fuck, dude! I love it.
This
So-
is what I'm talking about. We need more of this
Right.
shit.
Right.
Here, let me put it on stream.
That's dope.
This is already my favorite show. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, though there's one thing I do want to make a video on, and that's I think Western cartoons like have way too much anime influence these days.
If they wear it on their
Do you want to know
sleeve,
why
it's a
they have
little
so much
gross.
anime influence? Because there's no good Western cartoons anymore. What are they going to be influenced by? Nothing.
But yeah, look at that animal there. It's like it is Cubone.
Yeah, she's got
She got a
the little
Digimon
lady.
and
She's the lady who's got to learn the magic or something. She's like a ditz and an idiot. She's got a cute little animal dude.
I'm 10,000% about this. I don't care.
I wanna
This
see
is
what we
this
got
is good as shit.
Look at this. It looks really good.
Look at this and then
Oh,
look at
that looks-
OKKO and tell
that
me
looks fantastic.
one person, like, this is literally like someone went to art school versus like my kid drew in kindergarten. All right, this is fucking dope.
Hey,
We need more of
OKKO
this.
is fun. All right.
I've never seen it. I'm sure it's a great show, but it looks like poop.
This
Okay?
is great, though. I'm glad that Cubone's in it.
yeah, I was just
He's a
mentioning
great-
that.
He's a great Pokemon. Not only does this show look gorgeous, this guy's obviously a Gen 1er, so 10 out of 10. Best show I've ever made. I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna move from my computer and get my car, but I have my headphones on, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, I like this art style.
can't-
Oh
Now,
no,
what
you
if
can't just
wanted-
leave.
You can't wait 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Why,
He's heading
why,
back
do we,
home now.
why do we put up with this? Why do we put up with this?
Now the camera's all messed up.
Now the next one that you link, the next image you link, it can't hold up. It can't. You should
Yeah,
link
whatever
in
the
1
other-
second.
Whatever this other cartoon you're about to link looks like, I don't care.
What other cartoon?
You said there were 2 cartoons.
Oh yeah,
new
2.
cartoons.
I need to find the other one.
Well, if you don't even know where it is, I know it's not.
What's the show called so I can
I don't know.
obsessively Google it? You don't know? Okay, Google image search it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and go through some other questions.
I can't tell if that's a guy or a girl, but I don't really care.
All right. Another one from Emperor Tiger Star. Thank you for the super chat. It's just a $2 one, and it's just like saying also the Fox guy streams his progress on Twitch. Oh, the a Fox in space, the Star Fox thing. Yeah. Yeah. I do need to watch that. Let's see. Going down the Twitter here. Go down to the ones that were, I guess, sent in beforehand. Did you?
I'm not legit still staring at this picture. I just want you to know.
Dude, it's so good.
I'm
Alright.
all for different art styles at this point.
Are you looking forward to a regular show coming back in comic form from Gumball? Yeah, they're doing like a weird comic thing where it's like after the finale of the show where they're all like aged up. It sounds interesting. I think it's just like a special they're doing though.
That's weird.
Though there have been like comics of the regular show
Yeah,
going
I
on
have
for a
some, I
while.
have some of them. They're okay.
It is so weird. Like I just can't get hype about things, no matter how much I love them, if they're in like comic form. I know people are like read the manga, it's better. I'm like, I'm sure, I really am sure it is, but like it's just not my thing. That being said, I read visual novels like all the time. I don't know. I don't get it myself.
You're just like, I either want to read completely or I want to watch completely. Just like half and half,
like which is why I'm not gonna do that for Made in Abyss. Like I need to watch it.
Does Made in Abyss have a manga?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was based on a webcomic, right?
Yeah.
That's what it said in the credits because I watched the first episode.
Yeah,
and that was
the manga style is like really interesting.
Really,
it's very different.
yeah.
Is it different than the show?
No, it's pretty comparable to the show. So
okay,
yeah, it's just it looks a bit more stylized in the manga.
Yeah, I would say it's a little different than the show. Not like horrifically, but yeah, it still has a difference.
I just realized the tip of this girl, guy, whoever's staff is like a little owl. That's so fucking cool.
I'm gonna say it's a girl.
I think it's probably a girl, but this is 2018. Could be androgynous on purpose. Who the fuck knows?
Okay, let's see. Moving on. Let's see here. Have you seen the trailer for Detective Pikachu? I have. I do want to play that game, though I'll probably pick it up much later.
I don't even understand how that is real.
Yeah, and they're doing a movie of it. And I have no idea why.
What?
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest timeline where that Detective Pikachu exists.
Right.
And that he's like, hey guys, I'm fucking Pikachu. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, and Ryan Reynolds is playing Pikachu in the movie. It's weird.
I really thought it was a joke. Like, dead serious. I thought that was a joke.
Nope.
Well,
no, there are photos of the sets.
DeVito, right?
What?
You say Magneto?
That they asked Danny DeVito, to which he replied.
Oh yeah, yeah. Danny DeVito said, "I don't know what a Pokemon is."
I thought you said they asked Magneto.
They asked Ian McKellen. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Ian McKellen is a Pikachu. There's a lot of good choices, but there's also a lot of bad choices.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it was like Michael Cera?
I knew you were gonna say Michael Cera.
For the Detective Pikachu movie, I don't even want them to use CG. I just want Ryan Reynolds in a Pikachu onesie to be walking around smoking like a pipe or something.
I would.
Yeah, but from the trailer of the game, it seems like a very like fun, silly time. So,
is it weird if I say that I really don't like the art style of the game? Like it reads really generic. Like that's
it looks like Pokemon to me.
I mean, sort of, but like the Pokemon like art style is a little bit more unique than the actual like Detective Pikachu. It just looks like that generic budget kind of 3D. Like I feel like I'm looking at like Sonic Adventure or something, which is weird. Like the people in Sonic Adventure, which always looked really weird. Like that's what Detective Pikachu looks like to me. I don't know. That's a really weird complaint, but I'm sticking to it. I'm not backing down from that.
All right, a question from DJ Skywalker here. I was just looking up upcoming shows for Disney this year, and apparently there's a reboot of the Muppet Babies airing on Disney Junior later this month.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Muppet Babies. I watched the heck out of that show as a kid.
I did too. Yeah.
I could never get into those as a kid. Even as a kid, I hated babies. So the fact that they were like, oh, it's like all these characters you like, but it's babies. I'm like, that just sounds like just actually worse. Like no good reason at all.
You didn't love that like 90s kick of just let's take the show and make them babies?
No.
You know, that was a thing. Okay, so like one of these days I want to actually like really dive into the Muppet, like just everything, because it sounded like it was right before we were born. Like that was the era of like television and entertainment. It's like it's the Muppets, yeah. It's an American institution from Jim Henson and Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog. And because I remember like after I was born, like I saw Muppet Babies, so I'm familiar with the Muppets. Yeah, there's things like Dark Crystal and then oh god, what was that one movie with David Bowie as the villain? Labyrinth. So yeah, it was kind of like we hit the tail end of the Muppets, but it sounds like it was like an institution. And they even kind of played that up a bit in that one Muppet movie where they're like, we're all like washed up. Muppets are no longer a thing. So I just wanted to mention that. I want to research it someday. I should ask Arlo if he can help me out.
Wow.
Another a super chat from DJ Skywalker. $10. Thank you very much.
You made like $50 tonight.
I know.
I should
Same.
do streams like this.
Yeah, if you streamed, you'd probably make a lot of super chats.
So I just give up. You know, I was thinking about like Twitch streamers who would like have it made. Like I mentioned Kriparian earlier, the Hearthstone guy. He really has it like made because I mean, I'm not trying to make light of his work, but like YouTube for him is the perfect type of format because all it is an archive. That's it. The main course is on Twitch with paid subscribers and getting donations and sponsors, and then you just throw your shit up on YouTube and rake in that AdSense money. God damn, it sounds good.
All right. So from DJ Skywalker, he says, Tom, the picture showed is the Owl House. Luz, a self-assured teenager who finds a portal to the demon realm where she befriends a rebellious witch named Ida, and a tiny warrior named King.
Sounds dope.
D&D inspired.
I like it.
Yeah.
I want it. I want more of it in my eye holes. So
that's the Disney thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
the Owl House. They're yeah.
So the staff is an owl because it's the Owl House. It's sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
You know, Tom, you play D&D, right?
Yeah.
I played some last night, and I've been playing it for the first time in the last few months. And it's I look around at entertainment, like geeky, nerdy entertainment. I see how much of it's inspired by D&D.
Yeah, it's kind of like the underpinning of everything.
Yeah. Which is, I do want to go over that when I make my Adventure Time video, because Adventure Time is, like, really heavily inspired by D&D.
Well, they do good stuff, but, like...
D&D.
There's that,
Oh, yeah, here's the other one. It's called Amphibia.
Forget what you were saying, Saber.
No. I've been talking up a storm.
No, what are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, like, there's that one joke in Adventure Time where, like, Finn's trying to get with Flame Princess, and he's talking to her father, and he's like, "Yeah, she's evil, she's chaotic," and he's like, "Well, what? Chaotic neutral or chaotic?" The difference.
Yeah.
Because like, there's that one that video clip that was staged, but it was kind of like, oh, that would be interesting. We had these two skateboarders like robbing a store, but not like with guns. And they were like grabbing some chips, and then an actual robber ran in with a gun.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they're like, "This is chaotic neutral" or something, where it's like, "Fuck everybody."
The show looks good, but not as good.
Not good. I don't know. One of those two.
Deli18S on Twitter. Thoughts on Elton John revealing that "Be Prepared" will not be included in Jon Favreau's The Lion King.
As if we needed more proof this was gonna suck dick.
Yeah, dude. I think people don't love it. Lion King, like Disney, it's like I love this board like room presentation for this. All right. Lion King plus live action equals money. Need I say more? You know I'm right.
Yeah.
Why are you booing?
Yeah, I don't care. I think those are all bad ideas, and they're dumb.
There are bad ideas, and they're dumb.
Look how upset Hirasashi is right.
Oh, Tom, I want to tell you this, because I told you on this already. One of the things I want to review this month is this cartoon show called Simba King Lion, and it was headed by an Italian company called Mondo TV. But it was actually like directed and produced, like it was like animated, like the production company was in North Korea.
Oh Jesus!
And it's just an unholy child of like it's Rudyard Kipling's like Jungle Book meets Lion King meets Bambi, with featuring the talented voice actors from Arthur from PBS.
What kind of name is Simba King Lion? This took some way. It's like saying like Phantom Boy Danny. Like what is like put the words in like a different way?
It's their way to steal it and without having to deal with Disney's lawyers, which makes me wonder why they went to North Korea to make like, hey, Disney won't go to North Korea.
All right, I'm gonna do one more question here, and then we'll head off. So
Make it good.
So Ryan Walterson asks, since Saber brought up the Muppets, what are your favorite Jim Henson Company TV shows aside from the Muppet Show and Sesame Street?
Let me look up Jim Henson.
Yeah, can you give me some examples?
Do what?
I won't say it tongue in cheek. Can you give me an example?
Fraggle Rock is one.
Sarah loves that shit.
My favorite is actually dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs.
Oh yeah,
it's
I don't think I've
Yeah.
seen any of these. I have to be completely honest.
And speaking of Jim Henson, there's actually going to be like a Muppets inspired movie coming out in August, I think. He said either July or August. It's called The Happy Time Murders, and it's about this detective puppet that is trying to solve a murder. It's like this world where like puppets and people exist in the same universe, I guess.
Well, that was kind of like in the Muppet movie. That was a thing where like humans existed with the Muppets.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except for this one seems like it's more of a serious, but also like a comedic, like a dark comedy. So it seems like it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for it.
Oh, that's right. I think one of my favorite things that Jim Henson Productions did, they did all the puppetry in Farscape. That shit was fucking
yeah.
dope.
Yeah, I still need to watch that series.
I watched a little bit of it. I was like kind of just a little too young to fucking appreciate it when it was on TV back in the day. I know my dad was into it, and I never got around to seeing it. But like the couple times I did see it, the visuals on it were really cool. And yeah, Jim Henson Television did all the puppetry for that show, which was pretty sick.
He died too young, man.
Yeah, and I do have one more super chat here from Deli 18. Thoughts on I guess the '69 album art that rips off Adventure Time? Apparently that guy's a real like.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's that one. Is this one album art from this one rap artist?
Oh
yeah, it's like completely ripped off like an artist on Tumblr.
I didn't see that.
It was like just traced.
You know what the worst part is like you could just go to the artist and go, "Hey, I'd like to pay you."
The thing is, like, he went to a different artist who apparently, like, just ripped this other artist off. Though I've heard that 69 is like a really terrible person because like he kind of solicits children. So he's a diddler.
Yeah. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
Oh, you great big beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll. Like I don't know, you saying it exactly like that. So
well, it was Danny DeVito saying it in Always Sunny with like the episode where he like was trying to make it seem like he was not doing like pedophilia. So what does he do? He puts on a child beauty pageant. Which is like that's the most incriminating thing you can do right now.
All right. You guys ready to end this?
This was a good episode.
Yeah. Episode 69.
Woohoo!
Well, we talked about the rapper 69. Oh my god.
What you go? What are the odds?
And Sesame Street came out in 1969. We talked about that too.
Wow.
Oh
wow.
Shit.
And Paleo was born in 1969 as well.
Oh, I'm not that old.
How
and Paleo got $69 in super chat money. He's gonna spend on his 69th amiibo.
Wow.
I have way more than that.
More than that.
How dare you, sir? What thumbnail are you going to use for this one, Paleo?
I don't know.
You have a lot of options.
How many of them would not get deleted?
Yeah, no kidding. made it processed or uploaded on YouTube and it gets like demonetized.
Yeah.
Is that the other one? That's the other cartoon?
Yeah, that's the other cartoon. It's called Amphibia.
Yeah, that is not nearly as cool looking as the other one. It still looks neatish.
Do not diddle kids. It's no kid diddling kids.
That little fish dude looks like he's gonna be hella obnoxious though.
All right.
You know what the first one looks like? It looks like DeviantArt in like 2004. That's what it looks like.
DeviantArt can never actually like get over their own like God stereotype. Whatever. That's another topic for another podcast.
Or from no other podcast.
Well, we got
close this out, Paleo.
got one last super chat from GJ Skywalker.
Oh.
Just saying, Illuminati confirmed. There we go.
Illuminati has been confirmed.
Oh.
I have one last question before we close this out, all right?
All right. What?
You just said close it out.
No. Hear me out. What if there is one like I don't know story like that you would see on the Inquirer magazine, like Bigfoot or alien? Oh, not aliens. That one's too plausible. Like I don't know. What's something you think it's like that most folks disregard, saying, "No, that's absolutely fake," when it could maybe be real? Is there something out there that you all are like, there could be a Loch Ness monster?
A solar flare coming?
I read that our solar system is actually in a pretty easy area where it hasn't happened in the last couple billion years, so that's kind of cool.
Happens right now.
Jet fuel could be hot enough to melt steel.
Oh my god.
How about you, Hero?
I can't really think of one, no. Huh.
That a black man can become president?
See, I was gonna say aliens, but then you said no, so no aliens.
Well, aliens that's way too possible. I mean, the universe is huge.
Right.
There's most likely something out there.
Right. It's so weird because it's like I would love to see them, but then in the back of my mind, I'm like, would I?
Yes.
I was wondering, like, how much the world would just stop. Like, you imagine, like,
That's why Arrival is such a good movie.
Like nothing else matters. Like nothing else matters. If
like the stock market crashed.
They crushed.
And everyone's just like, oh my gosh, the stock market.
The stock market crashed. No, England will never be the same. No, I agree. Like, if I woke up tomorrow morning and I saw like aliens have arrived to Washington D.C., the first thought I'd be like, oh fuck, like Donald's the president. But then I'd be like, nothing really matters. Like, I mean, but then I think I'd bring it right back, going like, but if as long as work can continue on, then I think I can keep doing what I want. But like, man, it will give me quite the perspective shot that morning. All right, have a good podcast.
All right, yeah, all right, we're done. We're done for the night.
I can say stock market. I promise.
Say it, and then we'll close it out.
Stock market.
Stock plus, yeah.
Stock market crash. That is for some reason that's really hard for me to say. I don't know. Stock market crashed. I feel like
It's because you're a homeowner now, so you have like material assets. So the thought terrifies you into paralysis.
Wait, one more question.
Oh my god.
Would you 69 me?
No.
All right, good night, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. Follow us on Twitter